right, we're back. 60-second review, no fluff, no filter. We got a very special episode today. I told y'all it was coming, that I was gonna bring on a special guest, and today is that day. We got the homie Locksmith. What up, Lock?
Yo, what up? What up? Kato On The Track.
How you doing, bro?
Good, man. You know, just staying busy, working, taking this time since we're all quarantined to make music. You know, it's kind of a good time. I mean, it's not a good time, but it's kind of a cool time because I'm kind of an isolated person anyway. So
yeah,
staying in the house, writing, working. I usually go to the studio, but I have a recording set up here at home.
So you're just recording at the crib.
I just been recording at the crib, and I kind of like feel like I may not ever change this ever again. You know?
Yeah, right.
The only reason why I like recording in the studio is because, for one, my engineer, if I have my recording engineer here in the Bay, like I have a good relationship with him. You know, he produces my vocals.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, he has a good ear for like, no, why don't you try it like this? Why don't you try it like this? So I do miss that interaction.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I can kind of do stuff, and I've been just like recording, and I've been getting it mixed, still getting it mixed by my engineer, and then he can do certain things and try to change stuff. So yeah, I actually kind of got used to it. So
yeah, cool. No, I feel that. Speaking of music, bro, you know, we've made a couple songs, but you just dropped a new joint called Vaccine.
I don't slip, I don't back down. I don't trip, I come back round. I'm already sick, I put mask down. I might rap joust, it's my cash cow.
You had a cool little video for it. I made the beat. You know, we've done a couple songs together in the. How many songs have we done together?
Oh
so
man,
far?
A bunch, man.
Like 4 or 5, something like that.
4 or 5. I mean, because I have one that had the one. I have another one with John Connor. This is exclusive that you produced for me. That hasn't come out yet. So I think that's gonna be super dope. Yeah, so it's probably gonna be about like 5 or 6 at this point.
Man,
not more.
I didn't even know that. You just dropped the exclusive right now.
Exclusive right there, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, I gotta hear that. Dope, man. Well, what you got coming up? You got a project coming up?
Yeah, so I have a project I've been working on. I just kind of took this time since, like I said, since we was kind of like, I had like a plan of how things, but then with this whole quarantine, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna try to, like, I'm just one of those people, like, whatever the circumstances are, I try to just make the most of it.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, okay, I can record more music, I can release more music. The world is kind of like stuck at home.
Right.
So the traditional way of like, all right, release an album, go on tour, you know what I mean? So everything has kind of changed. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this time to release more music and build it up towards the album. So yes, and there is an album in the works, but in the meantime, I've just been releasing like singles and videos and freestyles, and you know.
Yeah, you've just been knocking them out.
Going.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Well, keep us posted on the album for sure.
Absolutely.
You ready to do a little review, man?
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this. You know, I'm looking forward to it.
It should be said that last time I had you do one of these live kind of critiques. Well, this isn't live, but last time I had you do one of these music reviews, I had you there for like an hour, 2 hours listening to like 20 different songs and beats.
Damn.
But today will only be one. So if you're ready, let's jump right into it. All right, so he sent 2 different submissions. Looks like his name is Taylor Forrest. He said, hey, I'm an artist, producer, engineer by the name of Chef TAY. On IG, it's Chef TAY Music. I sent highlights of these songs since I'm sure you're going to be falling asleep. A lot of people's 30-second intros. All right, cool. So Taylor, he's an artist, producer, and engineer. He does it all. And he said, P.S., don't spare my feelings, I can take it. So do we want to listen to his first submission or his second? What are you feeling?
Go with the first. That's what he put first.
All right, let's go with the first. Here we go. 60-second review. No fluff, no filter.
Every night, every night, yeah. Every night. Yeah, every single single night, yeah, every single day. Running comeback routes, cause I studied all the plays. Yeah, I wanted better life, yeah, I wanted better days. So I went all out, I'm crazy. I knocked down the dominoes, a lot of those. Yeah, I really started slow, then it turned to dominoes. At the end of the day, I know I gotta stay humble. Yeah.
All right, I guess that's it. 60 seconds.
Okay, that was like 55 seconds.
Yeah. Hey, if that's all you want to play, it's all good.
Okay.
How you feeling about that, man? Give us your thoughts. Don't hold back. No fluff, no filter.
I'm gonna give you my raw first impression.
All right.
My raw first impression was the beat. I like the way the beat sounded. Like the beat came in like, okay. What I didn't like was his vocals. Like, there wasn't nothing wrong with the style. I know exactly what style he was doing. But the two things that stood out for me, like in a negative way, was the mix on the vocals sounded just kind of like, I don't know, just too on top of the beat. And it just sounded really rough.
Yeah.
Even though he had like a mix on it, he had like the Melodyne or the whatever, the
auto-tune,
whatever on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had it on there. And it just didn't sound, it just sounded, he needs a look, to me it just sounded like it needs a little more work for that style. And the melody was okay, but I've heard people do those kind of melodies or those kind of beats, something that was a little bit better.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, bro.
But the beat sounded pretty good, you know what I'm saying?
I think he might have made the beat too. He said he's a producer and an artist. So, man, my whole thing is this, bro. Right now, we're in an era of music where a lot of shit sounds the same. And I know that's true for most other, like, any other time in music history, there's always going to be stuff that kind of sounds the same. But in this era in particular, that whole sound, that whole wave has been overdone so much. And unless you're, like, pioneering that sound, or you were, like, the first one to start doing that, or you're kind of taking that sound and doing it and flipping it and making it a little bit different, then I think it could work. But I think in, what's his name? I think in Chef TAY's situation, it just sounded a little too generic. There wasn't anything really unique about it. There wasn't there wasn't a special kind of delivery about it. There wasn't, he wasn't doing...
Even the lyrics he was saying, it was just kind of like, it was nothing exciting about it. It was just kind of like, okay. So like, maybe like, all right, so let's just say you had somebody who is famous. Like if you took that beat and you gave those exact same lyrics to somebody that was like famous and known that does that style, they could maybe get away with it, you know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't be nothing like, if you're, even for that style, I don't feel like he did it well enough for me to say, oh, I really like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
It was just like, but it wasn't bad, it wasn't trash, but it almost might as well be if you're just gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, I always tell artists this, bro. Maybe you tell me if you agree or disagree, but if you're in the middle, like that's the worst possible position to be in. Like if you're not on this side, or if you're not on this side, but you're like right in the middle somewhere, that's the worst possible position, because then you just kind of fall to the wayside of like everything else that's crowding that lane. You know what I mean? So like
sometimes it's almost better to be just like so weird and trash that, like, it's almost kind of good.
Yeah, at least it stands out in some way, you know. That's all. That's like, this whole game is about figuring out how to stand out. So with that said, man, I think it wasn't horrible, but definitely still needs some work. All right, score time. So score of 1 to 10. What are you feeling for a score?
I kind of feel like if there's a spectrum between dope and not dope and just in the middle, I feel like he was closer on the not dope side. Because it was a good beat, I'm gonna give it like a 4.7.
Okay, 4.7.
You know what I mean?
All right. I'm gonna give it, man. I'm gonna give it a little bit higher, because, like I said, it wasn't horrible. I've definitely heard a lot worse. I'm gonna give it 5.5.
Okay.
That's my score, 5.5. What was your score? 4.7?
4.7.
4.7 from Locksmith.
I feel bad now because you gave him a 5.5.
You can't take it back. No take backs. That's it. 60-second review. Locksmith, I appreciate you being on here, taking the time. Make sure you guys go check out his new song and his new video for Vaccine, produced by yours truly. Locksmith, bro. Thank you again.
Much love, bro.